What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another one. If you are new to the channel, I am Gold Pony. This is Gold Pony Crypto. Got some new lighting yet again. I think I'm going to try to change the color for each individual video now just to make it fun. But anyways, lots of big Crypto.com news lately. You got the commercial during the Oscars, which I'm going to be showing you guys in this video if you haven't seen it already. Nothing special, but the message behind it is really good. Also have decreased earn rates. Unfortunately, I'll be touching on that a little bit. You do also have NFT integration finally for US residents. I know everybody else across the pond and everywhere else in the world basically had already had that, but us here in the US, we finally got it, which is super cool. And Crow is pumping quite a bit lately as well, and so we're going to go over that and why that's actually happening. And I'm actually going to give you yet another Crow price prediction, but this time for the year 2022, so kind of a short time frame as opposed to like 5 or 10 years down the road. So we'll be doing that at the very end of this video then as well. So before we get started, as always, did want to mention to you guys, nothing in this video should be considered financial advice. Please always do your own research. This video is simply for educational and entertainment purposes. Now, having got that out of the way, what do you guys say? Let's go ahead and get started with the commercial. You know, that one that happened during the Oscars where Will Smith kind of smacked Chris Rock. I think it's going to be known for that now. But anyways, Crypto.com did put out a commercial during the Oscars. This was relating to the war between Russia and Ukraine. Specifically, it was asking for donations, and it was telling viewers that Crypto.com is going to be matching the donations that everyone else is putting towards relief funding for the Ukraine. And so I'm gonna go ahead and play this quick 30-second ad real quick, just so you guys can stay up to date on what Crypto.com is doing. Like I said, it's a very minimalist commercial. It's very direct and to the point though, and it gets the point across. So I'm gonna let you guys check it out here. And so again, Crypto.com is matching all donations, which is nice. So now let's get to the decreased earn rates, or the little bit of a bummer as far as this news segment goes here. And so I'll probably put a screenshot up. I think it's going to be on this side of the screen. So you guys can see the email I got, at least as far as earn rates go. And it's going to differ dependent upon the card tier that you currently have. I currently have the Jade Green, and I actually had a few of these open and still have a few of these open right now. So it applies really to anybody who stakes at this current point forward. So right now, for example, USDC, I had in a flexible term for my Jade Green card, and I was earning 8% in that flexible term. Now it is cut back to 2%, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. I always like to have stable coins on the side for any market dips, so I'm probably just going to keep it there. I don't know, but ETH and Bitcoin I also have staked for a 3-month term right now. I'm earning 6.5%, but if I were to stake that again when this term is up, it's going to go down to 4% for both Bitcoin and ETH. So that is definitely a bummer. I will say on the positive note, Polkadot and Polygon are two that really did not change. You're still going to get 12.5% interest on those two, which is amazing. But so anyways, let's continue on to the next little news segment here. Bitcoin conference in Miami is coming up very, very soon, at least at the time of this video, April 6th through April 9th. This is the #1 Bitcoin conference in the world. Reason being, last year's Bitcoin conference, there's always big news that comes out of these things. Last time it was El Salvador announcing that they were adopting Bitcoin as legal tender. You guys know where that went from here, so definitely very positive news for Bitcoin there. And so recently I've been seeing videos for the marketing director of that Bitcoin conference coming out and saying that this year's Bitcoin conference is going to have a couple bigger announcements than even last year's, meaning a nation state adopting Bitcoin. It's going to be bigger than that. So I don't know how they could possibly top that unless 2 nation states adopt Bitcoin. I really don't know. I'm excited to see what comes out of that, because you guys know when Bitcoin pumps, Crow pumps, but even harder because it's an altcoin. So quite excited to see what happens there. And so that kind of leads me to why Crow is pumping. As I kind of alluded to already, Crow pumps when Bitcoin does, and Crow pumps harder because the market cap is less, of course, so it's going to increase at a higher percentage than Bitcoin otherwise would because it has such a larger market cap. But anyways, the reason Bitcoin is pumping is specifically due to one person, just like kind of Elon Musk had it back last year in 2021. This time it is somebody by the name of Do Kwon. I tweeted this out on my Twitter the other day, which is, by the way, the very best place to tweet. So if you're not following me there already, go ahead and do that. But anyways, this fellow's name is Do Kwon, and so he is the founder of Terra Luna. And so what Terra Luna is doing is they are creating their own stablecoin called UST, otherwise known as Terra USD. And so those familiar with stablecoins know that they have to be backed by something. And this could be a wide variety of different things. It could be bonds, it could be gold, it could be a basket of different cryptocurrencies, as with the DAI stablecoin. But in the case of Terra, it is going to be backed by Bitcoin. And so it has already been approved for Do Kwon to purchase $3 billion for the reserves for that stablecoin. That is quite a bit, and he has already started doing that. And you might be thinking, well, how does Michael Saylor get away with purchasing all the Bitcoin that he does, and it doesn't pump the price at all? Because Michael Saylor buys differently. He buys through a Coinbase OTC desk, which he has said before in interviews, so that's the only reason I know that. But when you buy through an OTC desk, it doesn't have all that great of an impact on the price necessarily. But if you were to buy spot Bitcoin on an exchange, as Do Kwon is doing, specifically Binance, and I'll actually put his little wallet address on the screen as well if you guys wanted to go ahead and track that at any given time to see when he is purchasing. Although it's kind of known at this point, because whenever you see the Bitcoin price pump up, that is because Do Kwon has been buying Bitcoin on a spot exchange. So that is why the price has been pumping so drastically. You guys will see it all of a sudden just shoot up. That's essentially the reason why, because he's buying on a spot exchange. Most people, most whales, don't do that. They do it through OTC desks. So just wanted to mention that. So you guys might be wondering, how much is he going to buy? He has said that he is actually shooting for 10 billion. So far he has 3 billion approved. I think he's at like 1.3 billion so far that he's purchased at the time of this video, meaning more purchases are soon to come, which is pretty exciting if you want to see the Bitcoin price go up, as well as Crow in this case, like I was saying. And so this is really going to be a huge thing for the entire ecosystem, because it is more Bitcoin that is going to be stuck there, because it is going to be supporting their stablecoin, which is excellent. I know Bitcoin maxis love this as well, of course. Usually they don't like altcoins. I think they're kind of warming up to Terra Luna because they're using Bitcoin as a reserve for their stablecoin, which is pretty cool. And of course, all altcoins pump basically when Bitcoin goes up, so it's good for Crow and Crypto.com and everyone in the end. So as far as that price prediction now, I still do believe that Bitcoin is capable of hitting $100,000 very easily in the year 2022. We do have lengthening cycles now, is very apparent, but the current BTC price at the time of me making this video is approximately $47,800. Current Crow price is coming in at approximately 50 cents right now. And of course, like I've been alluding to this entire video, Crow does tend to increase at a faster rate than Bitcoin. So if you take that into account, if Bitcoin were to hit $100,000, then it is safe to assume that Crow is going to land at minimum right around $1.10. So it should hit a new all-time high by the end of this year. Again, nothing in this video is financial advice. Please do your own research. This is just my opinion. But by the time Bitcoin hits $100,000, of course, momentum could very well carry us a bit higher, meaning Crow could go up as well. So keep an eye out for that. And in the end, there are several different factors at play as well. You still got the war in Ukraine. You still got Federal Reserve policy that could factor into the equation as well. If inflation rates come out pretty crappy this month, Fed Chair Jerome Powell might be a little bit more hawkish and increase the rates at a little faster pace, which will cause the markets to probably dive a good bit. Having said that, let me know what your price predictions are for the Crow token in the comment section below. And that is about it for this one, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to follow me on social media at the bottom of the screen if you wanted to stay up to date with different cryptocurrency updates and news. Be sure to hit the subscribe and the bell notification button if you're into Crypto.com, Crow, and Cronos. That is what we do here on this channel after all. Do appreciate you guys watching more than you know, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Stay gold.